Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, I want to give my commentary on the interview that Dr. Heavenly dropped Saturday between she and Destiny. They were definitely shading each other. I'm convinced that Destiny really don't like Dr. Heavenly, and I want to talk about a pattern that Destiny has in all of her interviews, okay? Which Destiny, get a clue, all right? So now before we get into it all, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. Then YouTube will recommend this video to more people who enjoy discussing all of the additional topics that come about Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you as one of the showstoppers. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these sound bites are allowed for criticism. Okay, y'all, so at this point, I have heard Destiny say nearly 100% of the times that she does interviews, you said some things about me that I didn't like, or you was dragging me, or you was talking all this stuff about me. Destiny, you have to be the only reality TV star that I've seen do interviews, and you have a chip on your shoulder. You have an axe to grind, and you let the interviewer know that they said things about you that you did not like. Perhaps you should self-review how you show up on your employer's TV show. How do you show up on Love and Marriage Huntsville? You even said it to Dr. Heavenly that you're a private person and that may not work for reality TV, but it's who you are. Okay, so then is reality TV your thing? I myself have said I would never want to star on a reality TV show. I would want to produce it. I think that would be fun to do the confessionals, do those interview questions. But I wouldn't want to star on one. But you're on one, and for years we've said that, you really don't share. And I think that you're only so talkative now because of Moses and Sonny. That's what that is about. But I'm going to get into, some things that she talked about. In my opinion, for Dr. Heavenly, she really wants to interview Moses. She really could care less about Destiny. She did not ask Destiny anything personal about who she is. How did you grow up? Did you grow up in a single parent household? Did you go on to college? Did you graduate? Have you had any professional jobs before Love and Marriage Huntsville? None of that, okay? We only know some things about Destiny. Really, for me, when she filmed a scene with Tiffany, they were sitting at a bar. And where they bonded was Tiffany's biological mother and Destiny's mom. They were both drug addicts, I believe, allegedly. And I feel like Destiny, she could have shared more of that with us, especially if you're not going to talk about LeBaric and the divorce. But she, Dr. Heavenly did not tap into any of that. Dr. Heavenly mainly asked about Moses, and we're going to get into some things that Destiny says about him. I think she thought that she would be embarrassing him, but my whole thing is, well, honey, you decided to F with him off and on for 15 years, so obviously these things you did not care about. But first, we're going to talk about Melody because, of course, Dr. Heavenly brings Melody up. And this is just screaming pre-production. And we know who loves to control the narrative, loves to control commentary, loves to control interviews. And that is none other than Carlos King. So I'm going to go ahead and play this soundbite where they discuss Melody, and I will come back with my commentary.
Melody stated it was very embellished. I did not hear the number, but let's talk about it. Okay. It was very embellished. And what I wanted to make sure that was clear, because I'm not here to talk about it. These women will see this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll see it, okay? They're going to see good with it. They can see it. All right, you're ready. You're ready. Because what she said, I'm still her. I'm still her. I love that. Like, I use that all the time. Like, listen, I told her, man, I'm still her. I'm still her. You got a fragrance for her? Yes, so that's what I'm about. I don't give a damn how I smell, because I just want to say, I'm still her. I think that's it. That's it. You want to put it on you? This is me right here, y'all. Her. I'm still her. I'm still. This is the name of it. I'm still her. Yep. I'm still her. I'm still How her. We get to this? Madoni.com. Madani. Like that. My dad's name. Madani.com. Madani Beauty. MadaniBeauty.com. Okay, let's get into it. Now. I'm offended. Oh, sorry. So we're gonna get together. And so I just want to be clear. We talked about Moses, and then Sunny said she gave me money. I don't recall. Okay, Sunny gave you the money. She a damn lie. That's what you're saying. You took the words right out of my mouth. And then as far as Melody, we were once friends. You know I can't fight, right? I'm just gonna say that. Don't talk shit about me, but I can't fight. Okay, good. Okay. I don't know that, but you know. You never know. But I just want to be clear, like there was a real friendship with Melody and I, and we both supported each other in multiple ways. We sponsored business opportunities. We sponsored Moses with Melody. Sponsored an event I used to do called Madani Beauty and Luncheon. And then we also, just as women, you know, when her car would break down. We supposed to get to the light shit. But I'm just saying, we do a reunion. We do the light shit first. But I want to get to that and then get into the fun stuff. But I want to be clear that it wasn't a one-sided friendship. We both did things for each other. You know, I really correct. I rented cars for her when she didn't have the credit, and I did. I supported her business when she had a event. She supported my business, and so the number that she threw out there was also sponsored. What number did she say? I think she went on Carlos King and said it was $6,000 that she gave you. Correct. Okay. So sponsorships included. We didn't even get to that number. So I'm like, is she included sponsorships? When I looked at my PayPal, which I got receipts for it. No, I trust you. I want you to see the receipts. Okay, I'm trying to say I'm lying. So I look at the paper. It didn't even get close to $6,000. But I will say this, and I'm sitting this. She was a good friend to me. She volunteered to send me $1,000 once, and I never asked for it. It just showed up in my PayPal account because we had been sending sponsorship money to each other, and I was very appreciative of that. But and then it became, this is what I did for a person. It was said that I went on a crusade to talk about her being a bad friend, which I never did. I want y'all to find the footage where I did. Now, after she made that comment on Carlos King's nightcap, I did say, now you showed me that you're a bad friend. Because if I give something to you out of the kindness of my heart, the world should never know about it. And that's just how I felt. But you know, for me, I don't trust them. I mean, Jackie, Quad, Simone are my friends, right? But on reality TV, I wouldn't take nothing. But it's a funny thing. They come back sometimes. It's a funny thing. When it happened, when I was like, oh my God, like, why would you? I called her, she didn't answer. I sent her a voice note and I was emotional. I was like, thank you so much. Why did you send that? But I appreciate it. And then she kept the voice note. I said, that's a receipt.
Okay, so that was a lot. Now, before I get into her calling herself trying to embarrass Melody, you know, the shade between Dr. Heavenly and Destiny. Dr. Heavenly kept calling the Madani line Madoni. Okay, Dr. Heavenly, now you are a dentist, for goodness sakes. You see the Madonni. There's a singer named Madonna. Why can't you just make it Madani? Why is it Madoni? And Destiny, I noticed she would like cut Dr. Heavenly off, raise her voice, even getting louder. Dr. Heavenly even says, okay, girl, you've been getting me together since you've been here, you know, and I think that they kind of are a little catty towards each other. It definitely was not a girl's girl type of vibe, but they definitely pushed through. Now, with her trying to embarrass Melody, this is another example of why I feel like this was pre-produced by Carlos, because why would you take anything back to the nightcap? That's been a few years. That was like on the brink of season 1 of Love and Marriage DC, because episode 1 of his nightcap was Melody Cherie and Monique Samuels, because LAMDC was about to come out. And that was, we were still in Carnival 19. We were still in the pandemic. That has been a few years, because they were like straight up filming LAMDC when we were like in the thick of the pandemic. So that's been a few years for Destiny to even take it back there. And now all of a sudden you're saying that Melody embellished $6,000. First of all, 6,000 is kind of specific. It's not like she said, "Oh, I gave her about 5 grand. Oh, I gave her, a little over 5 grand or almost 10K." She said 6,000. And I mean, between the two, I would definitely believe Melody. And Destiny tried to make light of it by saying, "Oh, that amount includes what we've given to each other to sponsor events. And she gave me $1,000. But you did not bother to tell Dr. Heavenly what the money was for, allegedly, to help pay utility bills. There were shut-off signs that alarmed Melody, allegedly, and she knew that you had a little baby, so she just wanted to help out. You did not dare tell Dr. Heavenly that because she didn't think to ask that. She probably just thought your homegirl was just giving you some money, but she didn't think to ask what the money was for. So I just found that to be so interesting. And I feel like when it comes to Melody, we say this all the time that the cast, they just cannot get away without talking about her. And because, in my opinion, Carlos has his hand in interviews, the interviewer, they cannot get away from mentioning Melody's name. It's so funny because they all come after Melody and attack her and judge her. And now they're judging the millimeters, right? Attacking us. But you all make your world about her. She stays in your orbit. You make sure that she does. So I find that just to be so interesting. And Dr. Heavenly, she is right in Carlos's game. Oh my gosh. The puppet master, just like what Melody talked about on her IG stories earlier this year. Now, let's get to Moses because that's really who Dr. Heavenly wanted to interview. I don't know if she thinks that Moses is handsome. She was definitely trying to drag Sunny. But let's go ahead and get into this first soundbite about Moses' educational level.
Man, it's Moses. I saw what I saw, but, he sent. I'm just saying, I like an intelligent man, and I know you seem so smart and intelligent. Say it, Evelyn. I'm just saying. Is he an intelligent guy? What kind of guy is he? Is he a nice guy, calm guy? Is he he seemed kind of, he was doing this, and and maybe that was when they caught him off guard or something, but I'm just trying to clarify what kind of guy. So, who I thought he was, because let's be clear, the person that I see now, I don't know. Okay. A man's man. Mm-hmm. He left school. He didn't graduate high school because he was taking care of his family. He had children. That's what y'all talking about. His mom, his grandmother, his nieces and nephews. So he left school at what grade? 9th grade, I think. High school? Correct. Okay. Mm-hmm. But he's very intelligent when it comes to business. Got it. Some people are not book smarts, but they have those street numbers. You can give it. He's all day long. He's great at that, and he is he's business minded. Mm-hmm. He's a hustler spirit, right? So that is what we connected on. Mm-hmm. It went a D. Because to me, I'm just saying, no, I'm not trying to even be funny because, when you talk about intellect, I thought you were talking about intellect because you said I like a smart man. Right. He's very intellectual when it comes to business. He has businesses, so, and he's sustained a lot of them. So, not to give him any props because I won't give him none at this point. But you're being honest, right? I'm being honest. And he's an intelligent guy when it came to business. Maybe not with, okay, all right, okay.
So when you hear that pause, that is after Dr. Heavenly asks Destiny, and what about the D? And then Destiny grabs the champagne flute and then she laughs. But, she had to bring up that Moses dropped out of high school in the 9th grade. He never finished high school. Dr. Heavenly led the question with, what kind of man is Moses? I synced it. So, okay. So Moses may not use English correctly all the time. I think we've all been there. None of us are perfect. And Destiny, you chose to F with them off and on for 15 years. So I synced it, obviously did not bother you. I will say you could look at it positively and say that she brought up the fact that he dropped out of school in the ninth grade to explain his use of the English language. And she did say that he was taking care of his family, his mom, his grandma, so he had to work. So if you look at it positively, that is good that Destiny said that to try and cover why, when Dr. Heavenly said, I synced it, definitely shade to Moses. But I think that it's great that in spite of having to drop out of high school, Moses is still here and he's working and he's healthy. So he has overcome. I know that, especially if you don't grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth, or if you grow up perhaps in a single parent home and that one single parent isn't able to make, a significant amount of money, it can be rough and you can grow up really fast. And it sounds like that is what Moses had to do. So in this next soundbite, I want to talk about, Destiny revealing why he was not with her for the season 5 reunion. Again, it's coming off like an attempt to try and embarrass him or, talk down about him. But again, she chose to mess around with him for several years. So it definitely was not a problem for Destiny. I'm going to go ahead and play this soundbite and then come back with my commentary.
First, correct. With him or just in life in general? In life in general. Mm-hmm. So in a perfect world, the healing had to start. Mm-hmm. So my question again is, if everything was in a perfect world, do you think that you guys would have worked it out and been together? And what's a perfect? I'm saying, like, would you have wanted to work it? Well, I would say this. I think why it stung so much, even though the relationship was technically over, when I heard about him and Sonny, it stung because I was hoping that he would do the work and that the door wasn't closed. But it's closed, bolted, and locked at this point. How does it make you feel that he's so open with it, like doing it on television now? You know what I'm saying? On television. With his new wife on television in front of everyone. And if I'm not mistaken, he didn't film when you were there. And now he's out with it. Is that true? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's what was said. So he didn't film because he couldn't film. Okay. And one of the things, why couldn't he film? Well, okay. Initially, I was slow walking it, right? Because I have a kid, right? So even without having a kid, I am a private person. And I know that don't work for reality TV, but I'm going to take my time. Mm-hmm. And I know it was initially like, but this is a relationship. We need to see this. And I'm trying to make sure that this is submissive and solid, right? Before I throw it on TV. And he was pushing to be on TV. He was pushing to me to post him and like be seen and things like that. And I mean, I kind of was taking my time. Not even kind of, I was taking my time. I posted him in a year and a half, maybe twice on my page and maybe 2 or 3 times on my story. And the first time I posted him, I didn't even show his face. So it went from that to, him saying, oh, he didn't. She said, what did she say at the podcast? Oh, he showed up for the people that he want to show up for. But he was on parole. So he couldn't show up. So would you believe that he didn't show up for me in LA for the reunion because he was making $1 million deals and he didn't show up for me because he didn't want to? Would you believe that he was on parole? He sent his best friend and his wife to LA to support me during the reunion. Which one would you believe? I believe what you're saying. What you're saying. Because you still her.
Okay. So there's this whole thing about judging others. And none of us are in a position to judge because none of us are perfect. I may not have done what you've done, but I've done something and I can't judge. Same thing with Destiny. I have never been arrested, but I can't judge Destiny on her arrest, okay? I'm no better than her. Similarly, I don't know why she telling Moses business about being out on parole. We've seen you get arrested twice, I believe in under 6 months, so again, whatever he had going on did not bother you because you two messed around off and on for 15 years. And for whatever reason, she did not marry him. And she told Dr. Heavenly that she married LeBeric because he was different from other guys that she had dated. So I don't know if like Destiny's type is kind of like a street dude. And then she saw where LeBeric was not that. So she said, well, let me marry him. I don't know. The girl hardly says anything or shares on the reality TV show that she's on. So all I can do is try to put pieces together, if you will. But yeah, in my opinion, Dr. Heavenly really wanted to interview Moses because that's most of the questions that she asked Destiny. During her Messy Monday show yesterday with Carlos King, she hinted that a part 2 of her interview with Destiny was going to drop on her YouTube channel. After I upload this video, I'll go check out her channel to see if it's there. All I can say is, what is there to talk about in part 2, especially if you're not going to ask Destiny any questions about her life journey, her upbringing, her parents, her traumas, all of that. But I thank you all so much for checking out this video. I really appreciate the support. Please hit the like button on this video as it is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Shows Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. I hope you all had a terrific Tuesday. It was a long day. I'm going to have another long day tomorrow, but it will still be a wonderful Wednesday. Try your best to think positive. I know sometimes things get frustrating, but we are very blessed to be alive, to be healthy, with full use of all of our limbs and all of our needs being met. We are doing great. And I'm saying this to myself as well. And I will talk with you all very soon. Bye.